Hey, good afternoon. How are all of my beautiful soul family members out there doing today? Today is July the 26th. It's Friday. And I love Fridays, and it's kind of strange, but it hasn't really felt like a Friday to me yet. So anyways, beautiful day outside today, right? Where I live in the world, we have a little bit of an overcast today. In fact, it's a little bit drizzly, which I love. When I took the dogs out for a walk this morning, right? Had the smell of fresh rain in the summertime. It just creates this smell that I really like a lot. So it turned out to be a very enjoyable walk. So yeah, Friday. And I've been thinking a lot about life, and I get fascinated with it sometimes. So I want to take a moment, a few minutes here, and just kind of share some of the things that I've been thinking about that I just find so fascinating and amazing. So astrology, it's so interesting. It truly is, right? Sometimes the deeper you go into it, right, the more you learn and discover, the more fascinating it becomes. And I don't claim to be super knowledgeable as it pertains to astrology at all. I understand some of the basics, right? I know my way around a little bit. But it is absolutely fascinating, right? If you can kind of step back and look at it from kind of a big picture perspective. So I want to share a little bit of that with you. Okay, so when we're born, right, we come into the world. So we come into the world, right, and we all come into the world at a different place, right, a different location in the world, at an exact time. And depending on the exact time and the exact place of your location and where the stars are sitting at the time, it's like I don't know if this is accurate, but it's kind of like it programs you by way of frequency in terms of having certain characteristics and traits, right? Which they're all defined in the zodiacs. Okay, zodiacs, planetary movements, right? And then you have these planets, right, outside of Earth that also carry these frequencies, right? And you have constant movement and flow. And the frequencies of these planets absolutely affect and impact each one of us individually, right? Especially as the Earth is moving, right? And the planets are moving as well, which kind of expanded my thinking a little bit to the extent of, I just lost it. Wow. It expanded my thinking to the extent of, so with the world moving and all of us being in different locations, it only makes sense that so many of us, we're on the same cycle, but we can be at just a little bit of a different time frame on the cycle, half a day, 2 or 3 days behind, right? Because of the movement of everything. And then if you expand it a little further and you think, okay, the creation behind all of that, it's fascinating. I mean, it truly is. And the reason these planets with these different frequencies, right, that are constantly moving and constantly changing our lives is for that very reason, right? It's part of creation. And I believe personally that that it's part of creation because it creates constant change, right? It creates what all of us, I think, are truly here to experience, and that is, it's growth, right? But it's connected to unpredictability. Yeah. So anyways, sometimes I really get thinking about life, and I just get fascinated with it. And that doesn't even factor in energies outside of our energies, right? You factor that into it, and wow, it just turns into this magical and amazing experience that all of us have the opportunity to participate in. So, and we should all feel so lucky. Okay, all right, let's begin with by tapping the crystal healing bowl and letting it sing to us for a moment. I'm going to mute the music real quick. And this is the time to just take a deep breath and just relax, right? Release yourself from outcomes. Just allow yourself to be present. Okay, that sounded really good on this end. I hope it sounded good for you guys too. All right, let's begin today's reading. We're going to begin today's reading by pulling an affirmation card, which we always do. Like to see which affirmation our guides feel be best suited, right, for us or for somebody out there to hear today. Okay, perfect. All right, so today's affirmation is beauty, the number 4. The number 4 representing stability, security, a firm foundation. I have a form which is divine, I allow what is within to shine. I have a form which is divine, I allow what is within to shine. I have a form which is divine, I allow what is within to shine. Okay, I love that, right? Because it's pointing out true beauty. And true beauty is not just external, right? We've kind of set this precedence here in society, right? To set the bar for that. And I'm happy to say that I actually kind of see that changing. I see the trend kind of altering a little bit, changing for us. But beauty is, right, and so many get found from within as well. Love this affirmation. I want to take a minute, just read to us real quickly from the guidebook. I don't know, because I feel like this affirmation is going to resonate with a lot of you. So there's more messages to be shared. Beauty. Nearly everyone at one time or another has wished they were beautiful. Everyone is beautiful, and everyone has their own unique expression of beauty. However, the mythic power of a lovely face and desirable form is a very real source of power within our cultures. It can have very unhealthy manifestations. With this spell, you will conjure forth the true beauty that sleeps deep within you. This spell will help you feel beautiful, and as a result, you will radiate a kind of loveliness. Your inner beauty will blossom, and you will be like a light in the darkness. If this card has chosen you, the universe wants you to know that being beautiful is a natural outcome of believing in the beauty that already exists within you. It is about letting go of the critical gaze you may have developed, the stereotypes that surround us all, and knowing that within you is beauty. This spell will reconnect your inner beauty with your outer self, thus reconnecting your inner and outer selves. You will look upon your own divine form with sincere love and respect. You will become beautiful by knowing that beauty is present within you and always will be. If you have chosen this spell, much love to you. You are ready to overcome feelings of not being good enough, and to embrace that you are worthy, that you are beautiful, that you are desirable. When you cast the spell, you will be harnessing the power of your own inner beauty. This will manifest on your face, in your body, and in the way you treat yourself, and thus the way you treat others. You will transform. Everyone is beautiful. We simply need to learn how to recognize and acknowledge this beauty, and then radiate it outwards into the world where others can behold it. This sets up a ripple effect where other people begin to explore the beauty of the divine within their own form and face. The world is a better place when people celebrate their own beauty. This spell will more than help you on your way to recognizing your own. I love that. I mean, there was almost a kind of reverence by way of energy, right, that I was feeling and experiencing as I was reading that to you. smiling because I'm thinking about diversity, right? And maybe it's just the Aquarius in me, but I've always loved diversity, right? I'm drawn to it in many ways. I'm drawn to the odd and the different. So I love the diversity that we see amongst all of us, right? In terms of appearance, in terms of personalities, the way we go about doing things, the way we communicate, interact with others. Okay, let's get started and see what today's tarot reading has to tell us. Okay, take a quick drink. So we begin today's tarot reading with the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is a good energy, representing the energy of change. And it's Wheel of Fortune, not misfortune, right? So these should be positive changes coming in. So anytime this card shows up in a tarot reading, what I try to emphasize, right, to the viewers, those that it's resonating with, right, is if you have a sense that change is coming into your life, right, what determines the kind of change that comes in? You do. You do by managing your energy. So this is a great time to make sure that your energy is at a good place, right? That you're operating at a higher frequency so that you're attracting higher vibrating changes as opposed to lower vibrations, right? Those are when we're experiencing, with feelings of hatred and anger and resentment, right? Fear, guilt, worry, stress, as opposed to energies and feelings and emotions of gratitude, right? And of that of unconditional love, of an openness, accepting, higher vibration, attracting higher changes. All right, tell us more. Okay, coming in next, we have the Page of Wands. So pages are messengers, right? So this represents news, a message of some sort. It could be coming in by way of a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If so, it would be a younger energy, right? It could be a text, a phone call, an email, conversation, right? But news, a message of some sort coming through. That's what the energy in the card represents by itself, right? So as I'm holding up each card, I'm letting you know what the energy in the card represents by itself, and then afterwards I give you the whole overall. You guys, you know this, but some of you may be new, right, to this reading, so sometimes I repeat myself. Coming in next, we have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands represents speed and movement, right? You see 8 unicorns that are charging down this mountain. They're coming in. There's no stopping them. Okay. Coming in next, we have the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is showing up at the center of today's tarot love reading, right? Aces represent beginnings. Cups represent emotions and feelings, right? Love, right? So this represents the energy of experiencing and feeling the energy of the beginning something, right, that you love, right? And for many, it could be a romantic relationship. For others, maybe a friendship. It could be starting a new job, right? It doesn't specify specifically other than just the energy of love, right? So this is a great thing. Okay, coming in next to the Ace of Cups, we have the Justice card, which is the card of Libra, right? So some of you, you may be a Libra, right? Or you may be in a relationship with Libra, or have a relationship in your life with Libra. It'd be pretty significant. the energy in this card, right? She stands above the river of truth, right? In one hand, she holds a sword. In the other hand, she holds the scales of justice, right? So this represents the energy of bringing fairness, right, and balance, right? For some, this can also represent legal matters, right? Could be a judgment coming, right? Fairness and balance. So this is a good energy. All right, tell us more. Okay, coming in next, we have the Hermit card, which is the card of Virgo. Right? So some of you may be in a relationship with a Virgo, or be a Virgo, or have it somewhere there in your planetary chart. This is a good energy, right? So this represents the energy of the universe, reminding you to go inward, reminding you sometimes it's important to seek a little bit of solitude, right? To get away from the noises of the world, right? All the chatter, all the opinions and the judgments of other people, right? Seek that solitude for yourself. And it also represents, it's not just getting away from the noise and chatter of others, but also the noise and chatter of within our own minds, opinions and judgments, right? And racing thoughts we may have, stepping away from that, allowing ourselves to get quiet, connect, represented by the lantern, right? Which illuminates the night sky for the hermit, guiding its way. I say its way, right? Her way. Because if you look closely, she's female, right? She's beautiful. Okay, coming in attached to the Page of Wands, we have the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is a limiting energy. It represents the energy of fear, right? And it's kind of an elevated version of fear, right? To the point of maybe causing you to not sleep as well at night. Fears, worries, concerns, right? Those things that you feel like you need the answers to, right? The must-haves, and they can't be must right now, right? And so sometimes we fear the outcome, right? We fear the unknown. Fear of the unknown. Eight of Swords, 8 swords perched up, or 9 of Swords, 8 perched up in the ground. The 9th sword is right here, has a raven on it, right? The raven's just waiting for her to pick up this sword. I'm just kind of visualizing her getting up here, and if necessary, using it as a crutch, but being able to pick up that last sword and remove this limiting energy. Okay, coming in under the 8 of Wands and attached to it, we have the 5 of Swords now. So the 5 of Swords is a limiting energy. It represents the energy of feeling like maybe somebody stabbed you in the back, or thinking somebody had your back, only to experience and feel that they didn't. Which, when it's first experienced, right, your disbelief, sadness, grief, heartbreak, loss, anger. But here in the center, right, this represents the healing. This represents what comes afterwards. Because with painful experiences, right, there's always growth, right? Because it forces us to change. So many times it forces us to look inward. Recognizing maybe our independence, right? Recognizing our value, our sense of worth. So if we can focus on those energies, the actual growth helps us to be able to move past this, right? So maybe this guy is no longer an enemy, right? Maybe at the end, in the big picture, he's a friend because of the growth that was provided here. Okay, showing up at the center of today's tarot love reading, attached to the Ace of Cups, we have the Devil card, the card of Capricorn. Right? So some of you may be in a relationship with Capricorn. It's attached to the Ace of Cups, right? So I feel like that is the case for many of you. The energy in this card, it represents the ego, fear, right? In many cases, fears, worries, concerns, pride. It can also represent passion, right? And excitement. And passion is in like romantic kind of passion. Too many cards. All right, tell us more. Tell us more. Okay. Coming in underneath the Justice card, so attached to it, we have the Six of Pentacles. Right? The Six of Pentacles is a good energy, as it represents the energy of giving, right, and receiving. But this is an even exchange of it, right? This is kind of where it happens without anything ever being said or expected, right? It's a beautiful relationship, one of love and of trust, right? Of two people that they do for the other person not because they have to, right? Or because the other person did something for them, right? They're doing it because they can help, because they have the opportunity to, right? Because they care so much for the other person, and the other person feels the same way in exchange. Okay. Coming in next, attached to the Hermit card, we have the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords is a little bit of a limiting energy. As for some, it'll represent the energy of stepping into something, feeling like you're a little better prepared than you truly were, only to find out that you weren't. Right? For others, this represents resistance, right? So what may feel like it's an uphill battle in your life, a place in your life where you're investing your energy, right? And it's just not providing a return to you. Right? So this is the universe letting you know that it would serve you best if that's the case, to be able to disengage, right? It doesn't matter what the score is, where things stand in terms of balance, it just serves you best to be able to disengage and to walk away. Okay. Energy taking us out of today's tarot love reading is the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is a good energy, as it represents the energy of balance, right? This is about balancing mind, body, and spirit. It's also about balancing your energy. It is heavily about that, of balancing your energy, because it's the energy taking us out of the reading. Energy taking us into the tarot reading today was the Wheel of Fortune, right, representing change. Okay, guys, I have today's tarot love reading done now. I need to take a look at it and see where the cards are placed in terms of relationship to each other. Look and see and feel what it is trying to be shared by way of messages. So it'll take me just a moment to do this. I just keep the recording going. Most of you know this already. So sit back, enjoy the soothing vibes, or fast forward. Totally up to you. Okay, so I think I have it. I really enjoy. I like today's tarot reading. I've noticed the last few, right? They've been a little bit different. I like the diversity again, right? Back to the Aquarius in me, liking diversity. And today's read, same kind of thing. As a tarot reader, I like the challenge. It causes me to read it. It kind of inspires me and forces me to grow. Okay, so opening affirmation, taking us into today's tarot love reading, is beauty. So beauty is about not just recognizing our outside beauty, but more importantly, recognizing our inner beauty, right? And when we can recognize our inner beauty, we don't have to get so hung up on exterior beauty and these status quos and such, right? That all of us have created throughout society, right? Of standards and such. This is about recognizing true beauty found from within. Your true self, your essence. Okay. Energy taking us into today's tarot love reading is the Wheel of Fortune, right? Representing the energy of change, right? And so for somebody or many out there, right, you have changes coming into your environment, right? So this is definitely a great time to focus on and recognize your inner beauty, right? This is not the time to be beating ourselves up or trying to live up to some kind of unrealistic expectation and standard that's been set. It's about letting that go, right? Recognizing your inner beauty and really feeling that, raising your vibration for these changes that are coming into your life. Okay, coming in next, we have the Page of Wands representing a message, right? News coming in. And attached to this, we have the Nine of Swords, right? So I really feel like for somebody out there, this message that's coming in, it could be coming in by way of a fire sign, right? They have fire somewhere in their chart. If so, younger energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Text, phone call, conversation, email, right? Some kind of news coming in that I feel allows you to be able to move past this fear, these fears, these worries, these concerns, right? So somebody's getting some good news here. And I feel like that good news changes things for them, right? Maybe it gives you a different understanding, a different perspective of things. Maybe our understanding of what happened here was a little bit distorted before, right? Because healing from this energy, of these limiting energies, right, it comes in quickly, which is a great thing. Okay. Showing up at the center of today's tarot love reading is the Ace of Cups, right, which represents a beginning, right, for a loving beginning, or stepping into something that you really love, that you enjoy a lot, or stepping into a relationship with somebody that you love a lot, right? And whoever this is for, there's a lot of passion here, right, with this new beginning. It's exciting. It's whether it's romantic or whether it's a new job, right? Or maybe you've relocated, but you're excited about it. And for those that it's relationship related, right, you share a lot of passion, right, between the two of you. Okay, I love to see these two energies coming in now. We have the Justice card, so the card of Libra. So bringing in fairness, balance, and justice, right? For some, this can represent legal matters, but attached to it is fantastic. We see the Six of Pentacles. Stepping into a time of, fairness and balance coming in, whether it's a judgment or something from the past that gets cleared up, right? Balance is created, which is a great thing, and there's not a better thing, because coupled right next to the balance, right, is an even exchange of giving and receiving, It's just great. Okay. Coming in next, we have the Hermit card, and attached to the Hermit card we have the Seven of Swords. So the Hermit card represents the energy of Virgo. Seven of Swords represents the energy of resistance, right? What may feel like it's an uphill battle, right? Something in your life that you're investing energy in that just may not be serving you, right? Being encouraged to walk away. And for some of you, this may be a difficult thing to do. Not always easy to make a change like this for yourself in your life. Sometimes, we commit ourselves and then others are counting on us, right, to show up. So for those that it applies to, right, you're being encouraged to go inward, right, to seek some of those answers from within on how you can best go about stepping away from this energy. This entire reading, right, this kind of transformational experience is taking place. What does it bring, right? With these changes coming in, bring somebody balance, right? Balance and fairness. Yeah, today's reading is definitely about balance and fairness coming in, right? Truth coming in, whatever has probably happened in the past. There may have been a misunderstanding on it, being able to get some clarity on that quickly changes you, allowing you to step into Ace of Cups kind of beginning, passionate, exciting. Yeah, stepping into a time of equal exchange of giving and receiving. Such a nice change, right, for somebody out there. So, okay guys, I'm rambling now. Thank you so much for joining me on this tarot reading, for giving me the opportunity to share it with all of you. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the love and the support. I appreciate all of you who've ordered personal tarot readings. This is what I do. This is how I make my living. So your contributions, your donations to the channel, the personal readings, that's what allows me to exist. So thank you so much. Makes me very happy. So it makes me very happy to be able to connect like this with so many of you and have this soul family come together. So it's fun to get to know each and every one of you a little bit more, right? It's great. Okay, guys, it's Friday. We're stepping into the weekend. Have a great day today. I think I have a few zodiac readings to work on. Thanks.